He's the odd bird in the royal household. Chris O'Neill in the Swedish monarchy. The American is ambiguous, yet he is undoubtedly serious in his attempts to join the family. Princess Madeleine was heartbroken when she arrived in New York in the late spring of 2010. The engagement was called off just days before she flew from Stockholm to Newark, New Jersey, south of Manhattan. Her engagement to Jonas Bergström, now a successful lawyer, was broken off. He cheated on his future wife in connection with a boys' trip to Oregon. Princess Madeleine found out about it, and after the Norwegian press reported the affair, the Swedish media hung up the phone. Soon the news came, there would be no wedding. For Madeleine it was awful. Being rejected by a partner is hard on everyone. The horror of being forced to read about it everywhere and having the whole of Sweden know about it makes it almost incomprehensibly unbearable. Heal the wounds. The princess probably felt that she could never feel love again, and settled in New York to heal her wounds. Then it didn't really take long until things got a little brighter. Madeleine had an extensive network of contacts in the world city, and she was well taken care of. There were dinners, parties, and nice get-togethers with friends. One guy stood out a little more. Christopher O'Neill. A charming financier with a cosmopolitan upbringing. The pair started dating little by little, and after a while the princess, to her surprise, realized that she was actually in love again. About a year after Madeleine moved to New York, their relationship came to light after legendary New York Aftonbladet correspondent Per German reported on it. 3 years later, the couple married in fairy tale form at Stockholm in Stockholm. No eyes were dry when the couple said I do to each other on that magical day in June 2013. Refused to be a prince. Chris O'Neill showed right away that he had chosen his path. The American turned down the princely title offered to him by 77-year-old King Carl Gustaf. After that, my choice was not to take on any public responsibilities, and so my role in the context is very simple. I'm there to support my wife, Chris O'Neill revealed in a rare interview with fashion magazine King in 2018. It was important for Chris O'Neill to have a good relationship with his in-laws from the beginning. Especially Queen Sylvia, for whom he had a special fondness, and it was mutual. World-class financier. The Queen fell in love early on with the suave and socialite financier with whom her sweetheart Madeleine fell in love. We are very happy. Our future son-in-law is such a nice man. He is handsome and gives her warmth. He gives her the support she needs. Which all people need. A good and nice man, Sylvia said of Chris, reports Svensk Damtidning. There is no doubt that Chris and Sylvia have a special bond, and the fact that they both have ties to Germany has brought them even closer, warmed the Queen's heart. Chris O'Neill even became a German citizen recently, which warmed the Queen's heart. It is assumed that next year Princess Madeleine and her husband will move to Sweden, and then Chris will have the opportunity to get even closer to his mother-in-law. The American will take part in several official events, which will further improve his relationship with Sylvia. It's incredibly clever. I think anyone who wants to have a good relationship with their relatives, royal or not, would do it, and in his case a whole nation comes along for the ride. I think he thinks it's worth the effort, if he now thinks it's worth the effort at all, says rhetoric expert Elaine Exford, Svenska Damtidning.